If your blind spot monitoring light is stuck on or keeps flashing, here's the good news. In most cases, this is not a broken sensor, and you don't need a scanner or a trip to the dealer. 9 times out of 10, the system has just switched itself off because something confused it. Here are 5 methods that actually work. Try them in order and stop as soon as one fixes your BSM problem. Let's get into it. Quick background first. Your blind spot system uses small radar sensors hidden behind the rear bumper, near the 2 back corners. When their signal gets blocked or interrupted, the car plays it safe, shuts the system down. So most of the time, this isn't telling you the sensor is dead. It's telling you the sensor can't see clearly. Now, let's get into what you can do right now. Method 1. Clean the rear bumper. This is the most common cause and the easiest to fix. Dirt, mud, road salt, snow, or ice over those back corners is enough to blind the radar. And here's what catches people out. The sensors sit behind the plastic, so the bumper can look clean while the sensor path is still blocked. Take a damp cloth and wipe both rear corners thoroughly. If you've just been through heavy rain, a car wash, or a snowstorm, that alone is often the trigger. While doing that, do ensure that nothing is obstructing the BSM radar sensors, bike racks, cargo carriers, or trailers blocking the bumper. Method 2. Battery reset. If the bumper is clean but the light won't budge, the problem is usually electrical. Start with a reset that clears the most stubborn faults. Turn the car off, open the hood, and find the negative battery terminal, marked with a minus sign. Loosen it with a wrench, lift the cable off, and tuck it aside so it can't touch the post. Leave it for about 10 minutes. This drains the power out of the modules and forces the whole system, including the blind spot computer, to reboot from zero, reconnect, tighten, and start the car. Just know this may also reset your radio presets and clock. And while you're at the battery, check its voltage, because this is a hidden cause almost nobody talks about. Your sensors need steady voltage to communicate. When the battery is old, usually 3 to 5 years, or the voltage drops in cold weather, those sensors can lose connection and trigger a warning even though nothing is physically wrong. That's why the light often shows up on a freezing morning or after a jump start. If you have a multimeter, a healthy battery reads around 12.6 volts with the car off and about 14 with the engine running. If it's low, charging or replacing it may clear the warning for good. Method 3. A simple power cycle. If you'd rather try the gentlest fix, start here. The system may just be holding a temporary glitch. Turn the car fully off, wait about 30 seconds, then restart. It sounds too simple to work, but for a temporary fault it clears it surprisingly often. Method 4. Toggle the system off and on through your car's menu. Almost every vehicle lets you do this, either in the dashboard settings using your steering wheel buttons or with a dedicated button on the dash. Find the blind spot option, switch it off, wait 30 seconds, then switch it back on. This forces the system to reload from scratch and clears glitches that a plain restart won't. After any of these resets, do one last thing. Go for a short drive. The radar sensors often need real movement to fully wake up and recalibrate. Drive about 5 minutes at a steady speed, ideally on a straighter road with objects along the side like parked cars or guardrails. That's usually when the light finally clears for good. That's all 5 methods. And for most people, the light is gone by now. But if it keeps coming straight back, if it started after a collision or bumper repair, or if you're seeing a specific system fault message, you could be looking at a damaged sensor, a wiring problem, or a sensor knocked out of alignment. In that case, a proper diagnostic scan is the smart move because it tells a technician exactly which sensor is unhappy. Try these methods first though, because most of the time you'll never need to go that far. If this helped, a quick like really helps the channel reach the next person searching for the same fix. And drop your car's make and model in the comments. Thanks for watching, and drive safe.